So here we need to find out the value of square root of 3 times cosecant 20 degree minus secant 20 degree. Let us begin. We'll start with our given trigonometric expression. We have square root of 3 multiplied to cosecant of 20 degree minus secant of 20 degree. Now we know that the cosecant function, that is the reciprocal of the sine function. So we can replace cosecant 20 with 1 over sine 20 degree. And then we have secant 20 degree. So secant 20 is the reciprocal of the cosine function. Okay, so let's combine the two fractions. We're going to get sine 20 degree multiplied to cosine 20 degree. This is going to be the denominator. And in the numerator, we have square root of 3 times cosine 20 degree minus sine 20 degree. Now, what we'll do, we will divide and multiply both the numerator with 2. So let's multiply by 2 and divide by 2. So we get square root of 3 over 2 times cosine 20 degree minus 1/2 sine 20 degree. So this is a trick that we are using. Divided by, now we have sine 20 degree times cosine 20 degree. So let's keep it as sine 20 degree times cosine 20 degree. Now the reason why we are doing this is because this will become evident in a moment. We know that square root of 3 over 2, that's the value of sine 60 degree. So we have sine 60 degree times cosine 20 degree minus, now half, that's the value of cosine 60 degree multiplied to sine 20 degree. And in the denominator, we have sine 20 degree times cosine 20 degree. So what we'll do, we will multiply the denominator with 2. So that gives us 2 times sine 20 degree times cosine 20 degree. However, this is an extra term that we are multiplying, so we have to factor that out. We're going to multiply the numerator with 2 as well. So that gives us 2 squared. Now, in the numerator, what we have is the formula sine A cosine B minus cosine A times sine B, and that's equals to sine of angle A minus B. So that means in our case, we have A corresponding to 60 degree and B is 20 degree. So we have 4 multiplied to sine A, which is 60 degree, minus B, so that's 20 degree. Divided by the 2 times sine 20 times cosine 20. So this is going to be another formula. So we know sine 2 theta, that's given by 2 sine theta times cosine theta. So in our case, theta is 20 degree, so we're going to get sine 2 times theta, that means sine 40 degree. So this will be equals to, we have 4 times sine, so 60 minus 20, that's 40 degree, divided by sine 40 degree. So sine 40 cancels out. This will be equals to 1, and this is going to be the value of the given trigonometric expression, square root of 3 times cosecant 20 degree minus secant 20 degree.